Hi Dad! Happy Father's Day! I thought it would be fun to take you with me on a day that I go see Sam and I go riding. And I thought you'd enjoy seeing my tack and seeing what I wear and all that stuff. The first thing I wanted to show you is that I got some breeches, some dressage breeches. And they're cotton, which I like. It's like a really thin tight, like tights, but I haven't gotten any of those yet, but I would like to. Okay, the next thing I love when I go riding is my quarter jacket Oakleys. These are custom designed, and they have a field shade on them, so I can still see everything, but it blocks out the light. They're actually for kids, because my face is so small, and they fit perfect, and I want to get a bunch more of these someday. My new dressage boots! They lace up in front, but that's more decorative. They zip up in the back. So it's really fun to get fitted for these because you measure from the heel to the back of the knee, and then you measure your calf width. So these are my tall boots. They're called tall boots. And then I have my phone thing that I put my phone in, and I put it on my arm like this, or sometimes if I'm wearing short boots, I'll put it around my ankle. And then I have wool socks that I wear. Yeah, I always wear thin wool socks because they soak up sweat and they give me like a cushion. Like, I don't know, they insulate my nerves. I have some foot pain and they help with that. And then when I go out there, I always wear a hat. And this is my hat today. British owner of the barn calls this my wedding hat. And I'll show you the other hats I have. So I have like visors. I have like 3 visors. I have some regular baseball caps. Like for barn stuff, I wear this like Mexican gardener hat. That works really good because it shades like my neck and my back and stuff. I really like this one. And I have this hat, which is, it's kind of a smaller brim Texas hat. It's firm. And then I have this bowler hat. This is, I love this hat, and it's really nice. Or no, it's not a bowler, it's a gambler hat. And I know that cowboys in the desert, in the western desert, wore these. It's flat brimmed. This is really nice and new, so sometimes I don't like wearing it out to the barn, but I need to wear it more because I do like it. Okay, I have other hats like for swimming and gardening and stuff, but I'm like really into this hat lately. Okay, let's go. This is drawing salve. It's Epsom salt salve that I put on his stifles because he's got sore stifles. And then I've got my homemade fly spray and my pick. This is the best pick ever. Some places out here have something called black gumbo, which is like it's a dark black mud that like will suck your horse's shoes off. But this is a good pick for that. And then after I ride, I put conditioner on the outside of Sam's hooves. And this is hair oil I make myself. And this is for his mane and tail. And so this is the curry comb that I like. And then he's very sensitive, so I just use a really soft brush on him. And this is probably my favorite mane and tail brush, but I also like a small vent brush. So yeah, that's my grooming box. This is my favorite fur. It's sheep's wool, and it's got this woven. It's really tough. I love it. I need to wash it, but synthetic material. He gets girth galls, so this has healed him up, and he loves this girth.
But they don't think they have enough.
He always acts like he's falling asleep when I put his kid. So he's awesome.
10-year-olds after.
He wants to eat it. He likes to eat trees. So I like to work him out in the arena before we go walking around in the pastures. There, if you look, they are repairing the arena, but it's a really nice arena. It's very nice and sandy. It's always pretty good footing and really good drainage. Just talk a little bit. We're just cooling down. Sorry it's such a mess around here. It's just because they're doing lots of construction. Fixing the fence. Life looks good between the ears. So walking horses have a little shake to their head. And that's when you're riding, it's a good kind of marker to look at, so you can kind of gauge how your gait is, if it's nice and even. The property across the street, they have a vineyard, sorry. It's a really pretty property. His stifles are still sore and his right lead canter is a little bit stiff, but they said to just keep riding him, and going up and down hills especially is supposed to help strengthen that up. Walking horses are notorious for having stifle problems. We got him injected with a steroid, I would say a month ago, but he's still a little tight. But anyway, Dad, it seems like whenever you've been into horses, I haven't been, and whenever I've been into horses, you haven't been. So, yeah, that's kind of a regret I have, that we didn't get to ride together a lot. I have this fantasy of you riding your best dream horse with your very coolest tack, and me riding my dream horse with my favorite tack, going somewhere pretty. I like that thought. I think about that a lot. Alright, it's time to do it all backwards now. Rinse them off.
Yes, I'll come back to you. Then I'll ask, what have we done under the sun?
So regarding his stifles, I think that, so what I did was we pulled off his shoes in the back. We just have shoes in the front. And then we squared off his toe a little bit to make it easier for him to pull up under himself, lift up his foot and pull up under himself. So I'm hoping that helps. His back feet are a little bit wonky because he's growing out where the nail holes are, and so they're a little bit cracked. But he's on good land. In the summertime, we do night turnout, so they're in their paddocks during the day, and then they go out at night to graze. And I mean, he's not even when he's in his stall paddock, he can go in and out of shade, which is really nice. They feed him hay twice a day. He's an easy keeper, so I don't feed him a lot of grain. He probably gets like a quarter scoop of grain a day. Yeah, I think that's about it. An eighth of a scoop each time. And he has really good drainage in his stall. It's got, I don't know if you are familiar with geotextile, but it's like this cloth that moisture can permeate and go down and drain, but it keeps the stall really nice and dry, and then you just put shavings over this geotextile. That's what I like to do at my yard. It's told me that one year they were able to bale like 630 square bales. I think they're planning to get like 400 this year. And it's good hay. It's not alfalfa. It's called Coastal hay and Bahia. And a lot of the people around here call it Bahia. So it's Bahia hay and Coastal. It's a mix. So I've learned a few stretches that he likes to do. So this is a tail stretch. He pulls against me and it just kind of stretches out his spine. And it's supposed to be good for him. And then there's a top line stretch where you kind of itch their booty and they kind of tighten up their top line. He's not great at it because he's a little bit out of shape. And then we do a stifle stretch and a hawk stretch. I just lift this up and just let him relax into it. And then I pull it forward and straighten it out a little bit. Oh, he's so tight and sore. Like that. Let me do the. Okay, and one of the last things I do is put conditioner on his hooves. I use this silicone brush top, and I just squirt some. Oops. I just squirt some conditioner, and then I coat his hoof with it. It's not too dry out here, but it seems to help keep his hoofs nice. It's a shea butter based product. Sometimes it has lavender or whatever. So those hooves are. And then this is where I use the hair oil. This is a combination of dry oils like. Oh, there's olive oil, there's castor oil, there's rosemary essential oil, lavender, there's jojoba, and I'm trying to think. A lot of times it's just whatever I have around. And it seems greasy at first, but then it soaks right in. Mom, it's kind of like the oil that I give you for your face. So I just rub that in really good. It also helps the tail not get too tangly while he's out here. I put this on and just kind of finger brush it. So there's two of them. There's one on this side and one on that side. That one has a sink in it that we've used. So, and this is mine up high. I don't mind. Well, we've come to the end of our little video. I hope you enjoyed it, Dad. It was fun doing it. Ellery did all the filming, and she's going to do all the editing and all the fun stuff. So shout out to her. She's suffering from allergies right now, or else she'd get on the camera with me. So I was really happy about how my boots were. This was the first day that I used them, and so I was very excited about that. I was going to show you my gloves, but the gloves that I like to use in summer, they're leather riding gloves, but the backs of the hands are like a crocheted cotton, so it's like open and airy. I like to get a new pair of those every year, the ones with the leather in the front and the crochet cotton in the back. I haven't gotten a new pair this year, so the ones that I have are kind of ratty. But anyway, okay, I hope you have a good Father's Day, and we love you, and